Welcome to the Wargamerist. We're very exciting. We're here to film our first battle report for the new mission deck. I think they're very boringly called chapter approved mission deck.
Well, his name.
Yeah, I know. Could have been an opportunity there, guys. But anyway, it's going to be exciting. Completely new missions, completely new secondaries, and a thing called challenger cards today. We're going to leave the twists at home because I'm not sure how they're going to get interacted. Some of them are a bit daft.
I tried to get 3d6 charges, but you weren't having it. So
what? Triple one? Yeah, you'll do that. Also, it's the first time we've had Custodes on today. You're bringing the Lions of the Emperor? No, I haven't brought them on the channel anyway.
On the channel, yeah.
And I will be playing Grey Knights as well, so I'm going to bring the Wartbane Task Force. In terms of the mission, we're going to do Hidden Supplies, which is now a standard mission, and it's primary five for holding 1 in no man's land, 10 for holding 2 in no man's land, and then basically 15 if you hold more than your opponent, basically.
The 15 does include your home, though, doesn't it?
Oh, does it?
Because it just says if you hold more than. It doesn't say.
Oh, well, there you go then. That's quite good.
So, yeah, I think it does hurt.
It does force you out to the middle.
It does. It's going to be a very messy fight.
But, you know, we're basically just going to slobber knocker each other and see where we get to. We're using perhaps an older UKTC map layout because they haven't updated yet because the missions are so new and we're kind of waiting to see what they do. But we'll dive into it, deployment and army rules, and go from there. All right. So I'm here with the Grey Knights today. I've run them quite a bit. I've missed the Grey Knights. I think they were one of my most competitive armies back at the beginning of 10th. I used to run loads of Dread Knights, but today I'm going all infantry. I'm going with the Wartbane Task Force, and its rule is Hallowed Ground. So basically you get reroll ones naturally as an army-wide rule, and then reroll all hits if you are in your Hallowed Ground. And your deployment zone counts to your Hallowed Ground at all times. And then the no man's land, if you hold half or more of the objective markers, it then becomes Hallowed Ground. A bit like the Chaos Shadow for the Chaos Demons one. Because we've got 6 objectives, that actually might plough into my favour because I only need to hold 2 of them to get the whole of the middle ground in Hallowed Ground, so that'd be quite good. And then again, if I hold the objective in the enemy's deployment zone, I get that as well, but that's unlikely with Custodes. So I've gone all infantry, as I said. Running, the Warlord is Calgar Drago. He'll be running around with 5 Terminators with the flag and the Narthesium and all the good stuff. I've got 2 Librarians. They'll be just on their own, trying to deal as many mortal wounds as they can. Normally that's quite good, but I think Custodes have a way of shrugging mortal wounds. And then Castellan Crow, he's great. I did put him with a block of 10 Purifiers before, but they're so overpowered and they're so costly, so I'm just putting them 2 units of 5 and he'll go with one of them with Flamers and anti-infantry weapons. BATTLELINE is 3 strike squads, great for kind of their scout move, they're sticky. And then I said 3 units of Terminators, so 15 Terminators. They're fantastic because they just heal themselves up. And there'll be 3 OC each because of the flag. 2 units of Infiltrators. They'll zip around doing secondaries or whatever in this game. Normally they take away chaff, but there doesn't seem to be such a thing as chaff with Custodes. And then the last one is an alliance, is bringing a Navigator to sit on the home objective. 75 points, denial of 12-inch deep strike. He's great for allowing the rest of the army to do their job. But that's it, 12,000 points, 2,000 points, 12,000 points, 2,000 points on the nose. There is 1 enhancement which will go on 1 of the Librarians, and it's called Paragon of Sanctity. Once per battle, I basically pick someone, including himself, to be in the Hallowed Ground as well. And for Hallowed Ground, I believe everything, Purifiers and everything within 6 inches of the Purifiers count as Hallowed Ground as well. So there's lots of ways to get more rerolls, which is great. That's it.
Hey, I'm Tom, and I'm bringing the Custodes today. These are the custard creams, painted, as you'll see, in a custard colour. The army rule is the Karate. They get sustained or lethal. You pick it per unit at the beginning of the fight phase when they're about to fight. And the detachment rule is Lions of the Emperor. Now this, we say it's the new one. It's the one that didn't come out of the Codex, came with a data slate update a few months ago. But everyone is taking it. And it gives +1 to hit and +1 to wound when you're outside of 6 inches from anyone else in your army. So you need to make sure that your positioning is correct. What I have changed from what everyone else is doing is I have no tanks or dreadnoughts. I've gone for a horde list, as horde as you can get really with Custodes. Mostly infantry and 3 bikes. So I have Trajann Valoris, the big man himself, with a unit of guard. The Blade Champion with a unit of guard, and he's got the superior creation for 2 up, get up again at the end of the phase. I have a Shield Captain and Terminator armor, leading 5 Allarus Terminators, and he's got my favourite enhancement, which is Admonimortis, which gives him a nice Strength 12, Damage 4 axe, which we love. And then another Shield Captain and Terminator armor, leading another 5 Allarus Terminators, and he's got the Lone Op and Stealth ability. The Lone Op will come into it in the game, even though he's joined a unit at the moment. He doesn't give the unit Lone Op. 4 Little Sisters, just to hold at the backfield. They're going to get killed straight away. 3 Bikes, and 3 Venatari for deep strike shenanigans, which will happen during the game as well. So yeah, Grey Knights, it's going to be infantry versus infantry, and it's going to be a really interesting game. We've got in-run saves and 2-up saves all around the board.
We'll see who gets the charge, basically. Okay, so deployment all done. Do you want to talk us through what you've got and where you've put it?
Yeah, so I've got Trajann with his guard down here, hiding in the building.
Yeah.
Bikes ready to strike out quickly.
Yeah.
1 unit of Terminators down here. This is the Lone Op and Stealth dude. They will be splitting.
I wonder what strat you're going to use first.
Unit Sisters.
Yeah.
Other block of Terminators with the Admonimortis, Big Axe.
Yeah.
Blade Champion with the other guard. The Jetpack, Jump Pack, Jetpack, Venatari are in reserve.
In reserve, logically, because they can free rapid ingress.
Yes.
Yeah. And this unit has advance and charge on it, I believe, you said?
Advance and charge with the Blade Champion, yep.
But it's the whole, once per game that you can advance and charge them, can't you?
Yes, and then there is a stratagem to recharge the abilities that are once per game.
If
I wish to.
Everybody had good rules. I've just put everything in the middle because I can. It's a giant horde of Marines, basically. Not Marines, because we're not Marines. The reason I've been quite aggressive with these is because strike squads get scouts. So if I get first turn, I'll get onto this objective. And same with these ones here. They'll get onto the objective, and they also give sticky. So at the beginning, because scout happens before the first turn, at the beginning of my command phase, assuming I go first, I will have 2 stickies in the middle, and then you have to put the effort in to come and get them, basically. So that's the idea. If I don't get first turn, they'll just hide in this cupboard. So I've got some interceptors here with a librarian, interceptors here with a librarian, purifiers with crow, purifiers on their own at the front. What are they called? Terminators with Calgors in there, Terminators at the front, Terminators at the back. And then some strike squad up to the back to sticky my own objective. And Norris, the navigator, 12 inches back from the back corner for various reasons. And that is it, really. Let's go. So the roll-off begins. We're having to use paper to mark the tally because the apps haven't been updated yet. So, as the guess, roll-off for first turn.
6.
Well, that's a sign of things to come, I think.
The golden dice.
Over to you, sir. I'll do my scout moves. So scout move's done. I've just moved ahead some of them out here. I probably shouldn't have done it, but it does mean if he doesn't kill these, I've got 2 sticky objectives in the front row. These ones have also scouted from one side of the building to the other. I think your maidens shuffled a little bit at the back, didn't they? So what do you draw first turn, and what are you going to do?
So I got Tempting Target and Storm Hostile. Now Storm Hostile I'm very happy about because we've got 2
foolishly just gave you 2 objectives.
But it does mean coming out and the horde descending on whatever I send. So I'm a bit cautious about that.
Do it.
Tempting Target, Grant has...
I'm going to go with that one. I was going to go with this one here, but these apparently move 12 and they auto advance 6, so they could easily get here and then just hide. Basically, so I'm going to force him over that way, and it just depends on how far his advances with those guys. Pushes the blade champion out my way. So over to you, sir. Movement. Okay, end of Custodes, turn 1. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't have put those out in the open. That was dumb. Okay, there you go, have 4 points.
Yeah, so I mean, it was a foregone conclusion with advance and charge with this guy, which I have now used, and then the reroll charges.
When can you reload a strategy to reload his ability?
You have to do it after you've used it.
So would you like to do that now with a cheese pizza?
No.
Oh, so you've got rid of advance and charge?
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to need it.
Because you're just going to walk into me now.
No, you're going to walk into me now and kill me. I've got an army staring down at me.
And then the other one was Tempting Target. What did
Tempting Target, you pick this one.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it because these guys have all split up. They're about to do uppy downy. So I think next turn I can get it. It's 5 VP as well, which is actually really nice.
Now, can I put some guys on there? Because obviously I've got uppy downy as well as an army rule. So that's the thing.
So you could block
something over there, but we'll see. Okay, so fantastic. Good turn. You're in a good place. I've got to kill some golden boys. So Grey Knights, for my turn, I've drawn Sabotage and engage on all fronts before, so I chose to bring up my 2 Librarians and a unit of Strike Squads that's going to try and disrupt that far objective over there. Maybe even Sabotage at the same time. Let's go. Grey Knights, turn 1. It's only the first turn, bloody hell. So, yeah, everything kind of moved over here to try and chase these bikes away. And I put the interceptors over this side with the cannon. Librarian came down here. Crow moved over to help out. Moved everything forward just to the other side of this wall where it could, shuffled everything forward. Brought down Librarian here, brought down Interceptors here. I'm not going to do Sabotage because there's not really a safe place to do it, and then I'll have to keep the card, right? And then Shooting Phase went okay. I just piled loads of stuff into this Guardian unit.
Yes.
Guardian unit, yeah, they almost died to a man. And then piled a lot into here, but they ran off. I did kill one though through various bits of shooting, so that's quite good. But then he spent a CP to move back, D6, and you rolled a 6. So I'm just like, charge phase came, rolled a 4, re-rolled it, got a 4 because the idea is charging that, so because they're going to die next turn anyway. And then got a 12 on these Terminators, so they went bowling in, and then the Interceptors came around the back, completely minced them off with the Interceptors, even doing 6 damage to him. He popped a strat for a fight on death, went into my Terminators and managed to save all of them, but 1 Dev Wound went through, which is 3 damage on a Blade Champion. So he's probably going to pick up that unit of Interceptors or something next turn. And then you rolled a 2, so he did just about get back up at the end of the phase. So, good turn. I'm going to bin off Sabotage. I will get mini engage on all front, but over to Custodes. Okay, Custodes turn 2. It's only turn 2. Most of my infantry's gone. What happened?
It's going to be a quick game.
It is, yeah. Quick
right.
Good game.
I deep striked down here with the Terminator, clinked off a few wounds and shooting, failed to charge.
Yeah.
These guys did some mortal wounds, shot, and then charged in. Still left a guy alive.
Come on,
not
Steve.
Well.
Yeah.
These guys wiped out the Purifiers and shooting.
Yeah, that's rude.
These guys cleared out the Strike Squad and the Terminators with a mix of shooting, charging in, and wiping them out in combat.
Turns out a Strength 12 axe that's 4 damage does a lot to Terminators.
It's lovely, I love it. Right, over here, there was a Blade Champion here. He made a charge even after the stratagem to add 2 to the charge. So he made a 9-inch charge, he got in.
Repelling Sphere was the strat, by the way. Yeah.
Yes.
He
failed.
That guy, yeah.
He failed,
yeah.
but he made the charge.
Yeah.
He then whiffed and rolled 4 1s to wound.
Yeah, it was good.
And so,
I saved
and then
my
you
2
saved
as well.
both the 2 that got through.
Yeah.
And then they fought back and killed him. So Barry the Blade Champion is gone.
But look, you've got your overwhelming force for 2 here because you killed the Interceptors on the Terminators.
I'm going to get rid of Tempting Target.
Tempting Target, don't get it. Don't keep it. Yeah, I'm going to. Because it remains that one for forever now.
It does, yes. I'm getting rid of Tempting Target.
Cool, okay. Very nice, turn 3. Let's go. Grey Knight's turn 2, apparently. I thought that was my turn 3.
Cleanse 2 in this one.
Cleanse for 2?
You can cleanse 2 buildings to get 5 VP instead of 2.
What if I cleanse 1?
You cleanse 1, you get 2.
Yeah, so I've cleansed 1, which is the one over there. And then Stormed Hostile, which I did. I basically put everything into here. 6-inch deep strike with Castellan Crow and put him in as well. The guy is still on 3 wounds, the captain, but the Terminators are gone, which is good. So, yeah, I think it's quite tough. He did interrupt here as well. So now over your turn 3. Let's go. Turn 3 for the Custodes, you held one objective in the middle, so you got 5 on the primary, and then you got engaged on all fronts, which you managed to get by deploying everybody. What was your other secondary?
Secure.
Oh, well, you've easily done that because you've got this one and you've got this one here.
Yeah.
So that's another many points for you. You just swept in and murdered things. I think you spent a strat to get your bikes full back and charge with them. They went over here and then straight in. You brought down a couple more Terminators kicking around. And then your captain fell back. You passed his leadership. The Venatari failed their charge into the guys around the back there. I basically used Repelling Sphere again, which saved their neck. It was a 6-inch that went to an 8-inch charge because
and I rolled a 7.
Hallowed ground at the beginning of the charge phase, so that was good.
Yeah.
So I'm just about hanging in there. Not got much left, so I'm probably going to pick up this unit, and that unit, and then come over to the other side of the board. But at the beginning of the phase, I do get... that's sticky. It's been sticky for a while now, so I'll get 5 points on that one. Yeah. But let's see what secondaries I get. Yes, so in terms of Grey Knights turn 3, I only have 3 units left, so I picked them both up, put them down here and tried to run away from all that in the middle over there. So managed to, Norris came out and he failed his battle shock and did some mortal wounds to this guy here. And then finally the Librarian rolled a 6 on his Vortex of Doom and managed to zap him to death. These two did nothing. I managed to kill one guy with shooting from this unit, and then I had to re-roll the charge to get them in, but they got in and murdered that guy. So still on 2 objectives in the middle. Let's see what happens with the Custodes.
Okay, so...
Holding on just over here. Go on then.
The entire army turned around and tried to go back. He went this way to capture the objective. He's going to stay there now for the game.
Yeah.
They're probably going to stay there and hold that one. These guys are here. I might move one unit off. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mr. Captain's moved up here. He failed the charge. He dropped down, failed the charge. I think I plinked 1 wound off him in shooting.
Nothing, no, because I re-rolled the fail. So,
but these guys all shot and did nothing. And
cover.
Wasn't a good turn. I failed lots of charges, didn't get any shooting through, but I think I've got it.
You know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to run away. I don't know how I've survived this. So turn 4 for the Grey Knights, I picked everything up, put them basically, Cargo Drago came over here, Librarian here, and then my 2 guys here. Norris, the Navigator, came out, did his Battle Shock thing again, put some more wounds on this one, and then these 2 managed to finish him off. Cargo Drago did nothing to the captain, well done, because I'm not in the hallowed ground, and he then spent a strat and ran away behind a wall. The Librarian popped off and got a 6 on the Vortex of Doom and did 9 mortal wounds, thus killing the entire Venatari unit. Turn 5, let's go. So a very quick 5th turn for the Custodes. You drew no prisoners and what was your other one?
Behind enemy lines.
Behind enemy lines, perfect. They came over behind enemy lines, murdered Norris and the 2 Strike Marines that were still here. So a couple on no prisoners and behind enemy lines for 1 giant unit basically. Yeah. Captain moved over, these came around, tried to shoot my poor Librarian. He still lives somehow. So I'm picking up Calgor Drago and the Librarian and we'll see what I've got. Last turn. So we're still having to do the old paper adding up, basically. So my last turn is I dropped down Librarian here to get some primary on this one, tried to do assassination here, didn't quite manage it, and then didn't pick up Calgor Drago, I decided not to, and walk him on here, and then run round in there and murdered that guy. We just haven't picked him up yet. So I did get assassinate and 2 on primary, basically. So let's see what the scores are in a moment. So yeah, 55 to the Custodes, 40 to the Grey Knights. Good game, sir.
Good game.
I kind of run out of steam in the middle, and I should have, going second, I should have held back a lot more and hid. I thought I could, you're really tough.
It was, the thing was, your primaries, you front-ended. Your first few turns, you maxed out primaries, and then at the end you ran out of steam, so I then started getting max on primaries.
Which is weird, considering you go first.
Were both 25-25.
Oh really? Oh wow.
So it was secondaries that it came down to.
Yeah.
normally something I'm not good at, but with the lions I can pick up the guys and get them around.
Yeah, true. So great detachment. I love the all infantry models. I think it's great. And come back and bring your Eldar when they're done. Bring the Chaos Knights when they're done. But the Custodes, I mean, yeah, from Emperors, from Golden Light. Good job. Well done, sir.
See you later.
What's the mission deck called? It's just called Chapter Proof.
Yeah, it's chapter approved 25 to 26.
That's boring.
Yeah, I know.
Knuckmund. Call it Knuckmund's Gauntlet, or whatever it is. Really dumb.
How do you start? I don't know.
Hey, I'm Tom!
So it starts with, the lion sleeps.
Awee! Bawumba way. So just say Bawumba way in the background. I'll help you.